guys, welcome to today's video on gender selection. Yes, that's right. Choosing whether you want a girl or a boy. Okay, so now the truth is that I really think that it's great to have girls and boys. I have 8 kids and I've got 3 boys and 5 girls, and they're both amazing, and each kid is really a personality. Really, truly, every single one of my kids, they really are totally different personalities, one from the other, and it's just hysterical to see how from just a little age you can tell their personalities and watch them grow, and you can guess what they're going to be like, and usually you're pretty dead on there. But today we're going to talk about, in case you do want to choose whether you're having a girl or a boy, I'll tell you some steps and things that I've learned along the way, okay? Because the truth is that I also did this at one point. You know, when I first got married, I was like, I just want to have lots of kids. I don't care whether they're girls or boys. And my father actually gave me a blessing at my wedding. May your first child be a feminine child, which I thought was really classic since I was their first child and I'm a feminine. But the truth is that I had a boy first, so I don't know what happened to my father's blessing, but I had a boy first. And he's a great kid, but he was followed by 5 girls. Now, if you know of any boys, usually after they have the first or second sister, they start wanting to have a brother. Not only sisters, the poor kid, you know what I mean? So actually, after he had his when I was expecting his 3rd sister, okay, I was expecting my 4th child, we had next door neighbors, and they also had 3 little kids like us. And the oldest was a boy, just like my son, but he had a brother. The kid right underneath him was a boy. So he saw, like my son saw them playing together, and they had brothers, and he was begging me, please, can I have a brother? Can you get a boy at the hospital? He played fine with his sisters, but just the idea of having a brother was so nice for him. And when I went to the hospital and had a girl, I called him up on the phone like right after the baby's born and said, guess what, Abe? We have a baby girl. And I still remember his reaction. He goes, oh, why? It was so classic. I felt like, oh, you poor baby. And then I think after that for a while, he sort of got used to all siblings are girls. So when I had my 5th child, which is 4th sister, he didn't even say anything. But by the time that I had his 5th sister, when I was on the way to the hospital, he found out that I left the house and I was going to the hospital. He called me on the cell phone and he starts chanting, only boys, only boys. At that point I was like, okay, you know what? The next baby, maybe we should like recalculate this idea of just letting it go. Maybe we should really aim for a boy, because it would be so nice if he had some brothers. Wouldn't it be nice? Okay, so I'm going to give you my formula, okay? It's basically a science, and I realized at one point that my father had actually even taught me this when I was sometime like a later teen. He'd actually taught me the exact scientific mode of having girls and boys. It's pretty simple, okay? So when you know, pregnancy is you got an egg and then you've got the sperm coming along, right? So the egg is impartial. The egg is going to be whatever the sperm makes it. So in the sperms, there's some female sperms and there's some male sperms, right? So what's the difference between the female sperms and the male sperms? This is the important part, okay? Pay attention. The male sperms, they swim really fast, but the female sperms, they're very strong, okay? So the males swim faster, but the females are stronger. That means, okay, listen up. If the egg is sitting around waiting for the sperms to arrive, then when the sperms arrive, the male sperms are going to swim faster, and you'll probably end up with a boy. But if the sperms are sitting around waiting for the egg to arrive, meaning you haven't ovulated yet, and sperms can actually survive inside of you for up to 3 days. So if the sperms are sitting around waiting for the egg to arrive, then when the egg arrives, the female sperms are stronger, so probably they'll get in. So the formula, basically, to make it very clear, the formula is, if you want to have a girl, then feel free to, you know, tango anytime, and make sure that you've tangoed when you're ovulating, and you've already tangoed before that. So when the ovulation comes, when your egg comes along, the sperms are all sitting around waiting. So a stronger one, which is the females, will probably get in. However, if you want to have boy, then what you need to do is show a little bit of abstinence for a while until the eggs already come. You know, they have like these ovulation kits in the pharmacy. You can go and find out when you're ovulating. So you got to wait until you've already ovulated, and then you can tango, because then the male sperms, they swim faster. And that's how you'll most probably have a boy. Now, I have to tell you that this is not foolproof guaranteed, because there's a God in this world, you know what I mean? So like, obviously we can't really play creator and decide, but for me, the truth is it worked, because after my son had called with his 5th sister being born, with the chanting, I said, you know what, the poor kid, next kid, let's really aim for a boy. And we, spent that time of abstinence, and then, we tangoed a little later, and we did have a boy, and I said, great, it worked this time, let's do it again. And we had a second boy, so I have 1 boy, 5 girls, and then 2 little boys. And let me tell you, the excitement of my son when he had his first brother, you can't imagine the excitement. And it didn't even wear off after the first week. Like every day he'd come running home from school, where's my brother, where's my brother? And when we did those family photos, we had like the kids picture, the whole family picture, and then we had the girls only and the boys. And my son with his brother, it was so cute. And then subsequently with his 2 brothers, and now he's away in school. But when he comes to visit, like his highlight is spending time with his brothers. It's so exciting for him. They have this special bond, and his sisters love him too, and he's always played so well with his sisters. And especially he has like a 9-year-old sister. When he comes to visit, she like loves him and holds on to him, and he's like her knight in shining armor. But it's so beautiful that like I feel like, okay, I gave my son what he really wanted. He always wanted a brother. So anyway, if that's your case and you want to play around, feel free and let me know how it goes, okay? I'll see you